Hello everybody, I'm Chris Savage.
And I'm Erin Dobbs. Welcome to AMA Air.
Coming up today, the inaugural World Drone Prix is in the books. Find out who took home the top prize.
We'll tell you about a new first for quadcopters.
And we show you a new way to get your flying site ready for spring.
Thanks for joining us today for your look at the latest news from around the hobby.
That's right, and if this is your first time seeing the show, make sure you head over to air.modelaircraft.org and subscribe so you don't miss a single episode.
Or you can even take a look at our past episodes and articles.
Exactly. So now, let's get started with this month's headlines. 32 competitors took to the skies in order to bring home a piece of the $1 million in prize money awarded at the inaugural World Drone Prix. 4 pilots at a time would race 12 laps around the 650-yard track set against the beautiful skyline of Dubai. They were required to make 1 pit stop per round to change batteries. Taking home the top prize was 15-year-old Luke Bannister of Somerset, England. He was awarded a whopping $250,000 for his first place finish in the finals.
There will be a new look to the 2016 Extreme Flight Championships. The event, set for June 10th through the 12th, will be held at a new location, the Champaign County RC Club in Champaign, Illinois. Pilots can apply now to be a part of this year's event at www.xfc-rc.com.
Last month, a UK-based commercial drone operator became the first person to successfully pilot a quadcopter across the English Channel. The custom-built quadcopter flew nearly 22 miles in 72 minutes to complete the trip. The pilot of the quad, Richard Gill of AccuAir, controlled the drone from a trailing boat that kept the crew within 1,500 feet of the aircraft. Gill was quoted as saying, "I wanted to do something to stand out and show what this technology is capable of."
It's springtime, and for many clubs across the country, that means a little spring cleaning is in order for their flying sites. Well, here at AMA headquarters, we're gearing up for our region's flying season by adding some new additions to our site. Take a look.
We installed a temporary runway. This is on the west side of the museum building. This is our area that we do flight demonstrations for school groups as well as when we have open houses for the museum. It's primarily a park flyer electric flying field.
Just a little bit more, Greg. If you put a runway, say 50, 60 foot wide, 300 or 400 feet long, you're looking at 10 grand or plus, depending on how much underlayment work you have to do. You have to get all the weighting, you got to get the big trucks in. Obviously, it takes a bunch of time, bunch of effort, bunch of money. It's hard to pick up asphalt and take it with you. This stuff you can roll up and carry with you to the next site. We've had several fields, several clubs have contacted us and said they picked this stuff up and rolled their way after being sitting out for 7 years.
We have a nice bleacher area set up with a sound system, so when the school groups come, and again for our open houses, people can sit at the bleachers and talk to the pilots as they fly. We've got a wireless mic system, so they're basically talking. They can tell the kids all about what they're doing, the maneuvers they're doing.
This is a little foamy park flyer site. So the idea here was we've been flying over grass with no problem, but there's a lot of small aircraft that have small wheels. So runway like this is something you can easily add to your field at home. And I believe the May issue of Model Aviation, we have an article where a control line club just put this material out for their control line circle. So there's an article kind of how he did it and that kind of stuff coming up in the Model Aviation magazine. You might want to look at that too.
It'd be nice to have. Right now we basically belly land the airplanes in here, even with the little park flyer wheels, they get caught in the grass. So this will be nice for the guys, kind of give them an opportunity to bring out some different airplanes and fly.
Yeah, you can fly anything off of it. The biggest issue is when it comes off the roll, it's going to have some lumps and bumps in it. So the sun will shrink that out. As soon as you think it's good enough for you to take off and land, you're good to go. So, I mean, we can fly off this right now. So it's a real good value.
As Tony mentioned, you could read more about geotextile runways and how they can benefit your club by reading his column in the May issue of Model Aviation magazine. due to subscribers by the end of this month.
A reminder for clubs who wish to participate in this year's National Model Aviation Day festivities, registration is now open. Head over to nationalmodelaviationday.org and click on Register Your Event to be part of the fun.
Thanks for joining us today on AMA Air.
Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already done so by heading over to air.modelaircraft.org so you don't miss a single episode. And if you know of a story you would like to see on the show, send us an airmail at the top of the page and let us know about it.
And if you're not yet a member of the Academy of Model Aeronautics, just head over to modelaircraft.org and sign up today.
And be sure to check back here next month where we'll have more news from around the hobby, including coverage of the Weak Signals Toledo RC show.
That's a great show. Have you been?
Oh my gosh, yes, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's a good one. See you next time.